Good morning and happy Friday to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from gorgeous San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I hope you guys are excited and ready for a fantastic Friday today. Please don't be offended by this message, or please be offended by this message. Feel free to share this video with people who might be offended by this message. It's my desire to comfort the afflicted and to afflict the comfortable into massive action. Because if you really want what you say you really want, I'm gonna help you find a way. If you really don't want what you say you want, you're gonna find an excuse. It's my hope today that my fighting for your possibilities will be a greater fight than you will fight me for your limitations. So let's have a quick conversation about it. Okay, you know, people with big butts, they just miss out on a lot. People with big butts miss out on a lot of good stuff. And you might say, Steve, that's really cold-blooded. You know, why would you say people with big butts miss out on a lot of stuff? Because I see it every single day. I see it every single day. Being in an industry that requires an incredible amount of unnatural behavior, meaning doing things that you don't really want to do for an extended period of time so you can yield results that very few people get, namely lead generation, lead follow-up, practice and role play. A lot of the disciplines of the industry that I'm in, people with big butts just miss out on the best stuff. And I'll tell you what I mean. Well, I would make my calls, but I'm scared. Well, I would knock on doors, but it's hot outside. Well, I would call my sphere of influence. You know, it's not even a sphere of influence when you're making excuses. It's a sphere of influence. You know what I'm saying? I would call my sphere of influence, but I don't want to bother people. Well, I would talk to those folks, but I just don't know. I would practice my scripts, but I don't want to sound fakey. I would do the things I'm supposed to do, but I don't know. I would go to the gym, but I really like to sleep late. I would be nice to my wife, but she's so mean to me. I would spend more time with my kids, but I gotta pay the bills. Your big butt is keeping you from a whole lot of stuff. People with big butts miss out on good stuff. Well, I might take that vacation, but I would get behind in work. Take the freaking vacation. Take the freaking vacation. The world will move on without you. You know, when I went to Europe for 2 weeks, first 2-week vacation I've had in like forever, my butt tried to grow. My butt really tried to go. I had a big butt that I had to deal with, and I realized at the end of the day, after studying hospice workers who wrote books about the last thoughts of the dying, people in hospice who knew they were at the end of their life, and the things that they regretted the most was that they spent more time at work than they did with their family, that they didn't take the vacations they could have taken, they didn't enjoy the time off that they could have enjoyed off, they didn't take the big risks, they didn't take the big chances for fear, and they look back on their life and wish they would have. Do you have a big butt today? Your big butt is keeping you from the goals that you have in front of you. Well, I would do that, but you know, I might lose money. Well, I would do that, but I might get embarrassed. Well, I would do that, but if I mess up, people would laugh at me. Well, I would do that, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I would do that, but I don't feel like I know enough to do it. Your big butt is robbing you of some really good things. Do you have a big butt today? Let me make a suggestion. Go to Weight Watchers in your brain. Shrink that big butt into a little butt, and then get to the place where you have a teeny tiny butt, and then at some point your butt becomes unnoticeable, because you will learn to discern when the big butt shows up in your life to rob you of your opportunity. You'll say, no, I would do that, but whoa, that's my trigger. That's a butt, and that's a big butt. So what's gonna happen if I'm in agreement with the big butt? If I'm in agreement with my big butt, I'm gonna miss out on the opportunity. and then I'm going to stay where I'm at. And if I always do what I've always done, I'll always get what I've always got. And I don't want what I've always got because I want something I never had. If I want something I never had, I need to do something I've never done. And if I do something I've never done, there's going to be a risk. So big butt, shrink it to a small butt, then to a little butt, then to a teeny tiny butt. And ultimately, if you can have an invisible butt, you're going to live a big life. Don't let your big butt rob you of a great life, guys. Have a wonderful Friday.